Hola, senor and senoritas. How you all doing, man, on this Sunday? It's Monday tomorrow, and I know people are thinking, shit, it's Monday tomorrow, I got work and shit. But don't you worry, I have Sunday's transfer gossip column to get you through the day. Let's start off. Big news. Bayern Munich are expected to make an improved offer worth nearly £70 million for England striker Harry Kane, but the bid is unlikely to meet Tottenham's valuation, despite the 29-year-old having 1 year left on his contract. That's from the Mail on Sunday. The big question here, guys, and this is today's question that I want you guys to answer in the comment section below, is if Harry Kane stays at Spurs, right, this year, he's probably not going to win anything, right? There's probably like a 90% chance he doesn't win anything. But if he goes Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich haven't got out the Champions League quarterfinals for the last 3 years. He'll win the Bundesliga, but does the Bundesliga, like, for him really mean that much to him? Does it mean that much to you? You know what I mean? He's not German. You know what I mean? He's grown up. He's a Tottenham lad now. And I'm just thinking, would he be making a mistake? I think he might be making a mistake if he went to Bayern Munich. Now, of course, as this says, there's no guarantee that he'll even go Bayern Munich because the bid's probably going to fail. And I agree. I don't think £70 million is enough for Harry Kane, even though he only has 1 year left on his contract. But I just think, man, like, if you're going to go somewhere, go Real Madrid, go City. Don't go Bayern Munich, where they've not got out of the Champions League quarterfinals for the last 3 years. I just think that'd be a mistake. I know it's difficult because people be like, so you're saying stay at Spurs then, where you won nothing. And I get that, but going Bayern Munich, it's a bit of a sellout. It's a bit of a cop-out, you know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Maybe I'm waffling, innit? Chelsea want £40 million for Belgium striker Romelu Lukaku, who's attracting interest from Al Hilal, Juventus, while Inter Milan, another mistake here from the BBC here, I've had an offer for the 30-year-old rejected. That's from The Guardian. They spent £100 million on this guy a couple of years ago. Now he's worth 40. Jesus. Still a good player, though. And even though he did make a big mistake in the Champions League final against City with the poor header, I still think he's a good player and someone should probably make a move for him. Man United have agreed personal terms with Denmark striker Rasmus Højlund, and he is prepared to ask Atalanta for a transfer if the Old Trafford club cannot agree a deal with the Italian club, who wants £60 million for the 20-year-old. Isn't that mad how they're going to pay more for this guy than we paid for Haaland? That is actually wild. But look, he's obviously a very promising player. United need a striker. If they think this is the right guy, they've got to pull the trigger. So they've got to make this move, United, and it's got to work because they need a striker desperately. Tottenham are monitoring the situation of Chelsea's 24-year-old Spaniard Marc Cucurella, who can play as a left-back or a left-sided winger as they look for a replacement for their Croatia winger Ivan Perisic. The thing is, though, I thought Cucurella started playing all right towards the end of the season. I know he had a poor start and that, and he wasn't great, but I think he got better as the season went on. So I would be surprised, unless Pochettino just doesn't like him, I would be surprised if Tottenham and Pochettino decided that they didn't want him. Tottenham and Napoli are interested in Borussia Mönchengladbach Japan defender Ko Itakura. That's from Sky Sports. Am I capping here? Did he used to play for City or something? That could be cap. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like he might have been like a CFG signing. I'm not sure, but yeah, they need reinforcements, don't they? 6 PSG players, including 2 summer signings, have complained to the hierarchy about comments made by France striker Kylian Mbappe. That's from Sky Sports. This is wild. If you guys have not heard about this, what's been going on at PSG, it's looking like that Kylian Mbappe actually might leave this summer because the stuff that he's saying is bang out of order, in my opinion. If he was saying that, and this is why I don't want him at City, because I think he's a troublemaker. And in fact, was it yesterday's video or the day before? We were speaking about Mbappe, and a lot of people in the comments said they wouldn't want him at City, they wouldn't want him at United, Liverpool, whoever they supported, because he's just a troublemaker. He's a great player, but he's just a prick, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't want him at City, and yeah, good on him. People should be complaining about him. Real Madrid hope to sell £85 million rated midfielders Federico Valverde and Francis Aurélien Tchouameni in a bid to raise funds to sign Mbappe this summer. Valverde, I think, is a mega. I really like him. There are some City fans that don't like him, who don't rate him. I think he's great, and I think if Bernardo Silva left, I think he would not be as good as Bernardo Silva, but I think he'd be pretty close in terms of profile. He runs around a lot. He can play in the midfield. He can play right wing, and I think he's a great option. He's not worth that much money, so City would have to get some sort of deal on that, but we'll have to see. Tchouameni again, good player, and I know Arsenal are apparently rumoured in for him. I don't think they're going to get him now that they've got Declan Rice, but who knows who will go and get him. Chelsea have opened talks with Arsenal over a deal for USA striker Following Balogun, that's from the Mail on Sunday. Ivory Coast winger Wilfried Zaha, who's out of contract at Crystal Palace, is weighing up a fresh offer from the Eagles, while the 30-year-old has also held talks with PSG, Napoli and Galatasaray. Well, I'm sorry, but if PSG are in for you, go PSG. But you know what I've been saying? Go to Saudi Arabia, Wilfried. Go and earn the bag, innit? Dutch side FC20 are looking at a loan move for Manchester United and Uruguay forward Facundo Pelestri. That's from Voetbal International. Don't know much about him myself, but I know United fans do like him and say he's pretty decent, so we'll have to see how he gets on. Bayern Munich have triggered the €50 million release clause of Napoli's South Korean defender Kim Min-jae and will sign a 26-year-old on a contract until 2028. That's from Sky Sports in Germany. There was a load of talk that United were in for Kim Min-jae. I think City also was like rumoured to be in for him a couple of weeks ago, but it was always Bayern Munich who was going to sign him, and €50 million seems like a good deal. So yeah, fairs. Inter Milan have told Bayern Munich that they want to sign Swiss goalkeeper Jan Sommer from the German champions. That's from Sky Sports Germany. Good goalkeeper, Jan Sommer. You can't really fault him. Just standard goalkeeper, pretty good. Most things, and yeah, good signing, I suppose. If they lose, what's it called? The lad who's going United, I forget his name now. Burnley have agreed a deal to bring in Borussia Dortmund's French centre-back, Soumaïla Koulibaly, on a loan deal with a €15 million option to buy. That's from L'Equipe. They must think he's good because he's only played twice, apparently, for Borussia Dortmund. And we know what people have been like on Twitter recently, saying, oh, how is City getting all this money? It must be dodgy. Well, Burnley and Borussia Dortmund dodgy then? Because he's only played twice for Dortmund. Is he worth 15 million quid? Who knows? And finally, Fulham are set to agree a new contract with Brazilian winger Willian after he rejected their first offer last week. So Willian looks like he's going to stay at Craven Cottage. But the big news again here is about Harry Kane. What is Harry Kane going to do? Is he going to stay at Tottenham or is he going to go to Bayern Munich? Again, guys, let me know in the comment section below. What do you think Harry Kane should do? Do you think he should stay at Tottenham and probably not win anything? Or would you go to Bayern Munich where you'll win the league, but you know, I mean, winning the Bundesliga at Bayern Munich, is there any real sort of... Yeah, no one gives a fuck, really, you know what I mean? Because Bayern Munich are going to win it every single year, and they've struggled to get out of the Champions League. They've not made it out of the quarterfinals for the last 3 years, so it's not like you're going to have a great chance at winning the Champions League. I do think Kane will improve Bayern Munich in that regard, because he's so good, but I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Harry Kane. I think he'd make a mistake going to Bayern Munich, but... who am I, innit? Make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. We're only 4 subscribers away. 4 from 3,100. And make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you tomorrow, guys.